Welcome back to the Garden Gang. It's Vanity, Brew Crew Garden Gang, Tribe of 10 here on YouTube, and it's tour day. I'm always so excited about tour day. And this time, since it is the 1st of June, or first couple weeks, early June, I figured we could do a full tour. Show all of the growth spots. Don't hold anything back. So let's hop right into it. And it is middle of the day. I know not the best time to do a tour, but this is what we got. So, peas, muscadines are taking off. I've noticed a lot of fruit dropping, but maybe some stuff is just hidden because of the peas. They have taken over. I think it's about time to take those out too. We got some peppers down there. This one got eaten by a cutworm. They are like black and white, or like black, brown, gray, white. And they will literally chomp your stuff off at the stem. I also transplanted some marigolds. That broccoli is there just for shoots. We got hibiscus here. This is medicinal as well. And cellulose, that's what it is. Got marigolds. They're coming in. The chamomile is kind of suffering a little bit, I think. It's been raining a whole lot and then getting really warm over the past couple of days. The roses look amazing. This is my first year ever growing roses as well. And the muscadines are reaching out and grabbing them. I pulled them back already, but, this echinacea is going crazy. It's almost as tall as me. Like, I didn't think it would get that big like that. But it's quite beautiful, is it not? It's quite beautiful. I got to figure out when to harvest those. And over here is just seed saving city. So I'm going to save all of these celery seeds. I think the cabbage is about done. About ready to roll. That one's kind of getting eaten. This collard here is drowning in a sea of potatoes. So, fun fact with potatoes, you don't have to heal them, especially like more than once. I've never noticed the difference between when I healed them all the way up and kept healing them and when I just did it once, maybe twice. You really want to heal the potatoes just to cover any potatoes that could be protruding out of the ground. So chaos peppers are chaosing. And I'm still not done transplanting them all over the garden. So anybody need a pepper? Anybody need a pepper plant? They look wonderful here though. But I do have to space them out if I want to see my harvest. I also transplanted some marigolds here. And what I love about marigolds is that they want to live in any season, in any time. No, I'm just but they really want to live. I think I broke this one putting it in. I think my daughter broke that one. And then I think it was this one that got chomped all the way down by cutworms. And look at them. You can't even tell. I love a no-fuss plant. Something that you don't have to just, keep on messing with all the time. And we got the peppers back here that I transplanted from the chaos bed. They're looking wonderful. There's 2 plants to a whole. I always say they just love to hold hands. The lemon balm. It's looking wonderful, yes. I think it's looking amazing. It's really put on a lot of growth, and I cannot wait to use it medicinally along with the hibiscus. And I'll also use some of the marigold as well in like a salve or a body oil. I like the thought of that. And it smells wonderful. I made oil last year from it, and it smells delicious. We've got the shard here, more chaos peppers. I'll do something with these hoops one day. I'll do something with these hoops one day, but for now they're here. I'm not very sure if I'm going to keep this shard much longer, although I do like the shade that it's providing for these peppers and the few marigolds I have there. Let's come on around. It's huge. It's overflowing. I think there's some weeds mixed in with it. They're coming too, but I just love it. And I love this pot. It has on the front of it, which is kind of eroded now, but it has where the wild things grow on the front. My mom gave me that pot. So we got peppers here. They're almost ready to be staked. I think they're about ready. And it's almost like, can't really tell what's what over here. And the brick beds. But I'm fine with it. It's providing a little shade for the calendula down there. And the celosios. And then I have a cherry tomato back there too. But the peppers are doing wonderfully. Right here. I had some concerns because I just didn't think that it would be enough space, but it's doing good. They're doing great. I think they're tapping down more so than kind of the roots, growing out and spreading wide. And I got a pepper. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm sure you can see it there, maybe. Oh, there we go. Yay! Because peppers have been, an issue. But here's a cherry tomato, and I believe it's shaped like a heart. It has been very hot, so hopefully my blooms they won't fall off. We got more shard here, more shard there. I think that shard's about spent. And peppers, of course, in the front. We got a few volunteer raspberries, and then I have a calendula plant there. I've got carrots. They're looking lovely. I haven't introduced the leaves to the chickens yet, but I will soon. We got more potatoes. That's the third round. I planted this one about, I think it was like 2 weeks after that bed, and then the potatoes in the front are potatoing. And the fig tree here is looking pretty good. I was very scared. We got figs. I was worried though because it died all the way down, and I just ended up cutting it down to the soil, and boom. And here we are about a month later, and it's got figs pretty much all over it. The grapes are coming back alive. They're coming back. I wasn't expecting much out of this one, but pests just everywhere. I'm really gonna have to step my game up because I just keep smashing and smashing, and I've been spraying about every 2 weeks. I'll probably need to come up and spray about every week. And I just use, I spray them down with forceful water, and then I just go back with neem oil. And that kind of keeps things low for a while, but And so look here, the flower on potato. So if you're seeing flowers on potatoes, that is an amazing sign. Some people are like, "Oh, are you ready to pull it when the flowers come?" It's like, no, the plant really needs to die all the way back, and I'll show you that when I show you the front beds. But the plant really needs to die all the way back, and then that's how you know that you're ready. But if you're seeing flowers, 9 times out of 10, you have potatoes. So this side of the grape trellis. Now the grape trellis is just not doing what it's supposed to be doing. It's supposed to be covered like back there with the cucumbers, but we ran into some issues. Last year it covered. I did have a smaller arch here, but it's still covered. I don't even think this would cover the smaller arch. So the raspberries are taller than me. Who'd have thunk that? I mean, I knew they got wild and crazy, but the height of them was not expecting. They've never done like this before. So they've all just kind of, I don't know, ended up laying down and kind of going everywhere and coming up everywhere. But the height of them, I mean, they're amazing. Maybe because I have them like tied to the to this trellis here. I don't know, to this trellis. So it's like having them stand up and I can actually see the length this time. And then we've got the key lime that took all that damage in the Arctic blast. And so it's looking amazing. Doubt I'll get any fruit off of it, but it will be completely and totally brought on the inside during this winter if there's any threat of frost. Because I really want key limes. I don't know if I showed you guys the fruit on the grapes. I think this is a Concord. That's what we got. And so we've got some calendula blooms. Look at them. Celosios. I cannot remember the name of those to save my life. But this is all, ooh, there's bugs on there. That's aphids. If you don't know what aphids looks like, that's it. But this is a very pretty, like, tropical looking plant. I like it. And then we've got nasturtiums down here, and they're just kind of going everywhere. I don't have any blooms on them yet. And so Big Mama, who likes to drop fruit, and if she doesn't give me what I want this season, she might hit the dust. I don't know. I might take her out. No. She's got 2 fruits on there. She's had, I mean, multiple rounds of blooms, multiple rounds of growing lemons on there. This is a Meyer lemon. And it just drops the fruit. And then now we've got kind of this discoloration a little bit. And I'm thinking that may be from the acidity level. So I'm just not, she's just not giving this year. Last year I was like, oh wow. I got like 6 lemons off of it. And she did drop a lot of fruit, but those 6 held on. But that was the first year of fruiting. Whereas this would be the second year of fruiting and I only have 2 fruits on there. So another damaged plant. All of the citrus got damaged. And this is a variegated lemon tree. I love her. Is she not gorgeous? And then I've got a bloom on the blood orange. This is the blood orange. I need to stake her up, huh? Blood orange is my all-time favorite fruit. I love blood orange. I'm not exactly sure why I love it so much. That was a weird bug. Well, I thought it was a weird bug, but I don't know why. I just love it. So moving on, it's Tomato Lane here. Tomato Alley. Man, it's becoming a jungle. First of all, look how tall that sunflower is. You go, girl. You go, girl. She towers over me and my husband. But I've got pretty much all paste varieties here. And then I've got some slicer down here, black creme. And I've got a tomato on it. And this side stays a little bit cooler than that side. So hopefully my blooms don't drop off over here. But I've already pruned several times. And I'm just going to have to keep up with it. Because the cucumber, the suckers on the cucumber reaches out and grabs the tomato. And so some of the ones in the back I've had to pull forward, like here. But it's no big deal. I've also got marigolds all in the front of here. And I haven't seen much pest damage over here with the tomatoes. Or those peppers where there's marigold interplanted either. Mainly the cucumber though. And then I've got green onions from the store there. My new blueberry, this is a pink lemonade blueberry. It's doing wonderfully. But I got the teepee, and so I've got to keep everything that's come that has, ripened up over here. The birds haven't taken anything. I think I'm gonna pull this one next year. It's all red. Let me turn you around. I'm thinking this one's gotta go. It's dropped most of the berries that were on there, and it just may be a little bit too sick. It did green up, so I think the acidity level is fine. Or maybe I'll just trim it all the way back and let new shoots come up. But we've got a few blueberries over here. We're not just loaded down, but we've got a few. This is a first year plant here. And then there's another first year back there with a couple blueberries on there. Over here, on the arch that was in the front, we've got green beans over here. I haven't gotten any blooms yet, but the zinnias underneath are going craziness. This is the hardest part about pole beans, is tucking them in. Get one that was taken out, that little empty spot there. I'll find something to put there, maybe, I don't know. These might get pretty wild, but they're supposed to stay about this size, mini. They're kind of getting eaten. They're so prettiful. I like them so much. And then we've got these tomatoes over here. These are Romas too. And I haven't staked them up yet. I know. And I planted more peas here because it's a little bit cooler over here. And I wanted to just be able to snack on them. I don't think I want to be like putting them away. I got the hydrangea. And then we've got my second round of corn here. And they're all up and doing their thing. I had to cover them to make sure the birds didn't get them, but they're here. That's the first round, along with this one in the square foot bed. So those are all planted together. And then I had a volunteer sunflower come up, and I just transplanted her right there. She's doing her thing. What is this? Is this a bug? Oh, no. But yeah. And then so on the arch trellis is all cucumber, and then here at the end, in like the last 2 square feet, I put some melons over here, and they're just now starting to reach the trellis. So everything that came up is honeydew. Everything that came up and is reaching the trellis is honeydew. On this side is the only sugar baby that came up, and it's kind of struggling. Probably because everything around it it might be shading it out. So, but everything's so tall, so there's nothing I can do about it now. It was just slow. It's just slow to come up. And then we got more calendula, more marigolds. I'm loving these blooms. I'm loving them. It's 2 rows of tomatoes here. So I'm hoping to get a pretty good harvest. And then I've got some volunteer potato in here, and you can't really, I don't know. If you know what potato looks like, then you're looking at it. You'd be able to tell. But the cucumber is, man, they're taking off. They're doing wonderful. I mean, bugs galore. Bugs galore. Those are squash bugs. And I've just been smashing, spraying. So that's all we can do. Just trying to get what I can. But I love it over here. It's so cool too. Like it feels good. The temperature feels good. So in the square foot bed, it's mostly herbal. And I've got this mosquito plant here. And when I say it's taking off. I think it's been in the ground 2 weeks. And it's taking off. It was a baby. It was probably here when I got her. And I just rescued her at the nursery. But this is literally the only spot where I don't just get tore up. If I go 2 feet over, not even 2 feet. But yeah. And then I got this cabbage here, and I'm thinking that the cabbages are ready to roll. That's what I'm thinking. It's solid in there. I can't see any more leaves folding over or anything, so I think it's about ready to roll. The beans are doing wonderfully over here too. I just love this square foot bed, you guys. It's a beautiful bed. Things are getting shaded out though. So I've got, I think we're looking at, yeah, here we go. And the TP, beans, more beans. And this I do plan on putting away. I haven't been able to pick off of these yet, but they're coming. The squash I've picked off of, it's kind of going out. So I've got a couple other seedlings to go ahead and replace those with. But they're looking wonderful. Everybody loves the squash plant, right? So then I've got that okra back there, and I'm gonna transplant that over by the lemon balm. I'm gonna transplant over there and put more beans over there, because I feel like these should be, I think they're getting shaded out. I've got a gladiolus back there and a few peppers. The echinacea. It's just looking wonderful. The cucumber's reaching out and grabbing it though, but it's looking great. More beans there. The strawberry bed is, I think it's pretty spent. It is putting off runners like no other though. So I've got runners all out. And what I'm gonna do is just let them run, and then I'm going to move them into the space over that way. I told you in the last video that I was going to revamp that dead space over there and put stackables. So that's the plan. This cucumber trellis, guys, if you don't have one like this, James Prigioni, I think that's how you say his name. What's going on, growers? That's how he talks. He has several of these, and he grows tomatoes up them, and I decided to put cucumber here. Last year I put tomato there, cucumber here this year, and it is amazing. I love it. I love it. It's so pretty to look at. The cucumber has already reached the top though, so I kind of had to throw it over. But it's so pretty like this and effective. I do notice that I have to get in here and move the leaves around, even still, to find everything. There's been a couple that I've missed so far. And then I put asparagus in this bed. Not a very big asparagus fan, but I'm trying to try new things and figure out different ways to cook things. And looky what I got. What is that on there? Oh, it's just a fly. I got asparagus. Go me. I got 2 asparaguses. There's one too. Already. I thought it was gonna take like a year or something for it to come. And then I put more chaos peppers over here too. I'm proud. Go me. More cucumber. As you can see, okay, so I have a family of, hold on. So I have a family of 6. No, I do not. I have 6 children. I have a family of 8. Sometimes 7 in the summer. And so a pickle jar, baby, that'll last a day. I gotta have a lot of cucumber. This bed has been cleared out. Of course, the sage will stay and reseed. That's what I wanted to do. And then I got a volunteer cucamelon, and I'm gonna trellis it up. I didn't plant any, and my husband was like, girl, why didn't you plant any? And so he got one. And then this here is pincushion, and I've harvested from it already. A lot of the blooms, so that's why it's kind of chopped up right now. This right here is a goji berry plant, and let me tell you something. I am not impressed. Them things nasty. So I'm gonna find somebody to get that to. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. We got beans over here. I've harvested several times over here. This oregano. This is the chicken's oregano. And then I have a pot with mine. But it's all mine. You know how it goes. This is a royal burgundy. And then I think this is just blue lake. And I kind of burned some of the leaves spraying. I tried this insecticide that was supposed to be organic. And it burned my beans. And I really didn't like it too much after that. So yeah, that is the main garden. That is the main garden. Where most of the things are. We've got compost there, and then we've got the trees, and we'll go over there. Because I am super proud of the trees. They have really taken off. The little baby cherry tree, the banana. I think I've actually added trees since I've last took you guys over here. The pool is a mess. It's back up, but it's still a mess, and we've got to patch it and all of that. But yeah, I'm so happy in this area. Ew, spider web. This is what we got. Peach tree. Peach tree here. This is the first and the oldest tree that I have. And it's got pretty good peaches on there. I've had to pull a few big ones because of the borers. But I hardly had any fruit drop. I had to pin this one up or like make it a hammock because I just knew it was gonna break off. They were so close and I couldn't bring myself to pull them apart, so that's that. But I'm excited. It's I think they're turning red, they're blushing, so it's almost time. I can feel it in my bones. This one I'm not very impressed with. It put off a lot of fruit, a whole lot of blooms, but they're very small. They don't seem like they're gonna be juicy. It seems as though I'm gonna be biting into a tennis ball. But you know, that's that. The cherry tree has expanded. It has grown. No blooms. This is the first year that it's been in my garden and it's looking wonderful. I did have to top it a little bit because I think it was starting to rot from the top just from a previous prune. session. But after I did that and I kind of leaned a limb over a little bit, it started to really take off. And it's looking wonderful. The banana tree. Oh my goodness, I hope I get a rack of banana. So what I do is, this thing gets watered every day, sometimes multiple times a day. Lead Farmer 73 said to feed it like crazy. So I just put all of my scraps, anything from the garden, and I normally, like, I'll take this leaf off, and I'm going to take this leaf off and chop it up and bury it down in there. And that's what I've been doing, keeping the leaves few so it will give it enough energy to go ahead and fruit. Even though I have a super long grow season, if it hits like 40, the tree is gonna die bad. So it may put out pups and it may come back the next year, but I need the time to fruit. You know what I mean? I need the time and the energy to fruit. The apple tree, this is new. You guys seen it, but it's new to the garden this year, and so is that one. That one, all the fruit fell off. And it's put on a little bit of growth, but not very much. This one has put on a lot of growth. And I got one apple coming, y'all. One apple that I'm proud of. I think this is a pink lady. I think. Oh, here's the tag. Oh no, this is a Sunrise Magic. That one's a pink lady. Okay, and so this beauty, this is a Vitex tree, a chasteberry tree, and it is a medicinal herb. And so these beautiful blooms here, the pods will keep blooming, and then they'll turn, like, you will collect the seed. And the seed is a herb that's used for female fertility. Fertility or hormonal issues. It's known to regulate hormonal issues. And this is something that I have dealt with for all of my adult life, you know. And I know that many women do. And that's awesome. I was told that I wasn't going to be able to have kids when I was like 18 or 19. And here we are. I somehow got on a regimen for this because I wanted things, you know, all of my personal things regulated. And so I ended up taking Vitex or chasteberry, and 5 kids later, it worked wonders. It's a wonderful herb to have, and I'm so glad I found it. This here is a elderberry, and it's put on massive growth. It was just a stick when I bought it, and I'm getting some action here. I'm getting some action. I'm very excited about that. These are super easy to propagate, and so is the Vitex. And so I plan on having a whole lot of elderberries. And then, last but not least, the little baby cherry tree. It's not a baby anymore. She's looking real toddlerish. She's looking real toddlerish, y'all. I love her though. She's beautiful. She keeps getting eaten. And I really think the cucumber beetle is over here eating on it, but I'm not sure. But I love her. I love the cherry tree, period. Those are the trees. And then the last thing that I would have to show is the potatoes and the mint. And I've harvested that mint so many times already, and it's still out of control. My husband literally kind of mows over the front of it, so it doesn't keep growing out into the yard. But the potatoes are almost ready to harvest, and then I'll plant another round so I can get another round in before summer ends. Here they are. I did harvest 2 spots because they were looking super sick. And I didn't want it to get the other one sick, but how it's, you know, turning brown and yellowing and all of that jazz. There are some shoots still that are looking wonderful, but for the most part, they're starting to die back nice. This one was planted later, and so was this one, and because they didn't come up, so those spots I replanted, and you can tell the difference between this one and like that one. That's the oldest one. So on this row, but I'm here for it. I'm ready for those. The other taters already got eaten. And we'll just come up here and check out the mint, and that'll be the end of the tour. And listen, if you guys like the video and like the tour in the garden, just hit the subscribe button. Just stay a while. Just vibe out, you know, and do your thing. Hit that like button too. I want to show y'all what my mom got me for Mother's Day because it's amazing. Looky, looky. Isn't she pretty? I really need to pot her up. I can see her roots on the outside. She's not root bound, but I just really want to take care of her because I love her so much. But it is a pink princess philodendron, however you say it. But it's so pretty, and I think she's supposed to be inside, but I'm not sure how my light's gonna do for her. So also, this got taken out in the blast, and it's back. I thought it was just over with, and I just left it in there, and then ended up looking in here one day and was like, boom, look at this. But here's the mint. And this is it right here. And we'll end the tour. I mean, it's spilling all out over here. It's crazy. There's some weeds mixed in. Not every piece over here. Like this right here, that's a weed. But this mint, oh my gosh. It's lush. It's lush and beautiful. Like I said, if you guys like the video.
Garden gang.
Nope, it's on me.
What's up, garden gang?
So if we like the video, we know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Share the video. That's important.
Important.
It's important.
Important.
Thanks for watching, though. We really appreciate it. Gang.
Gang.